As some of you may already be aware, Brian Martinez, also known as the Doge from Honey Badger Radio, has been diagnosed with testicular cancer. Brian is an integral part of Honey Badger Radio and a genuinely lovely person. I'm lucky enough to have met him before, so I can vouch for those qualities personally. I just wanted to put this short video together to bring awareness to anyone who has even a little cash to spare for a good cause. He needs support to cover medical bills and treatment. And of course, if you can't afford any money, you can always be of great help by subscribing to Honey Badger Radio and watching and sharing any of their excellent content. Any boost to their channel will help them support Brian as well, and I'll leave a link to the fundraiser in the description. It has only 5 days left, so please don't delay. Now I'll let Alison Tiemann of HBR go into a little more detail about the situation. I'll also include a wonderful collab that Bane666AU put together of anti-SJWs who wanted to offer their support to Brian in case you'd like to hear their messages of encouragement as well. And from me personally, I would just like to say, all the best, Brian.
Brian has been diagnosed with testicular cancer. There's really no way to say it delicately, so there it is. On Friday, last week, he went into the hospital due to a swollen testicle. Scans revealed a number of additional masses in his pelvis and right lung. This week, he went into surgery to have his swollen testicle removed. He's recovering now, and we will be learning more about his specific diagnosis in 2 weeks. Depending on his lab results, he will either be undergoing surgery or chemotherapy treatment. Along with my husband Jonathan, Brian is my rock when it comes to Honey Badger Radio. He started working with us in 2014 as an artist and quickly moved into helping with production as a volunteer. I still remember the day that Brian asked 3 years ago if there was anything more he could do to help. Not only has he taken over the bulk of the production work at Honey Badger Radio, freeing me up to do more logistical and administration and legal work, he's always made time to listen to my worries and fears regarding Honey Badger Radio's future. I have a lot of them, but Brian was always there to gently tell me that maybe instead of tanking, this year will be the year Honey Badger Radio takes off. Anyway, if Karen is the face, and Mike is the wit, and Hannah our ear on the ground and our nose for news, Jonathan the bones, Max the pulse, and I'm the brain of HBR, some might say the butthole of Honey Badger Radio, then Brian is the heart. As Brian has supported me and helped me and Honey Badger Radio get this far, I want to support him. Brian has already said he wants to continue to do his work at Honey Badger Radio, but I know from experience that chemotherapy is an exhausting process. Brian will need the flexibility to focus on recovery and won't be able to do the same amount of work to keep Honey Badger Radio running. Unfortunately, that puts us in a bind as Honey Badger Radio isn't large and flush enough to offer paid leave. I'm asking you to help me help support Brian by helping us raise the funds to offer him an extended paid medical leave. Please go here to help Brian fight for his health and to come back. www.feedthebadger.com/project/helpthebadgers-help-Brian. This will also be a long-term fight, so if you want to support the entire team with a monthly donation, go here to www.patreon.com/honeybadgerradio. Any additional funds over the base amount to Feed the Badger will go to help Brian deal with his medical bills. Currently, he has Medicare, which covers 80% of his costs, and understandably, he has concerns about being able to cover the rest. So let's take these worries off of his shoulders, both in terms of maintaining his income and helping him with anything that isn't covered by insurance. Once again, here to help us cover Brian's one-time medical leave costs, and here to help the team out long-term. Thank you.
Hey Brian, what can I say? I was saddened to hear about your cancer. Must be a really fucking hard time you're going through at the moment. So I thought I'd get together some people who care about you some of which you know and some you probably don't. But we all know you, and that's the main point. We know you and we care about you, and we just wanted you to know that.
Hey Brian, it's always tough whenever the C word is thrown around. A lot of people think it's the worst possible thing that can happen, and in some cases that may be true, but don't let the negativity win. This is absolutely survivable, and my advice is to look to the people that love you and remember that no matter how dark it may seem, you are never alone. There are people all around the world sending you their love and support, and we are all here for you. Get well soon, Brian. We all miss our favourite Doge.
Hi Brian, this is Tiki Bomber here. On behalf of both Obi Raptor and Taxable DJ, as well as for myself, all three of us wish you to get well soon. We hope that your recovery goes well and that you do stay healthy and have a safe recovery. We hope to see you again real soon on the Honey Badgers.
Hi Brian, I know it's a tough time for you, but remember we are all behind you and we are supporting you. And you've been through rougher times. Oh wait, that was a different Brian. Anyway, all the best.
Hi Brian, sorry to hear life's been ballsed up for you, but keep your pecker up, eh? Cancer is bollocks. Maybe talk to Gad Sad, he's got testicular fortitude to spare. But seriously, get well, mate.
Hey, Brian. So I know the news you got is less than ideal, but you got all of us to fight with you. And hopefully soon you'll be back with the Honey Badgers, speaking truth to feminism, as it were. Best of luck, Brian.
Hey man, I hear that the internet cancer has decided to try and send its real-world cousin to come kick your ass. Well, don't worry. I've seen what you do to the social justice internet cancer. You're gonna give it the same ass-handing to the stuff that's trying to get you. We got your back. Don't worry. If you get down, we'll try to make you laugh. And hell, those of you out there listening to this message, send this guy a virtual hug, or a real-world one if you can find him. That Doge needs a petting. Come on, guys. Help him out.
This is a word of encouragement to Brian from Honey Badger Radio, from your very own Hell's Harlequin Toglin. Just remember, you're a honey badger. If anyone's tough enough to beat this cancer, you are. You've also got this whole section of the internet cheering you on. So get well and stay awesome.
Shalom, Brian. My name's Adon Dibuk. I'm a new guy in the scene. I really admire your work with Honey Badger Radio. I'm very sad that this is happening to you. You are such a vital part of our community and a great inspiration for me and for many others. I hope you'll be able to beat this very quickly. I wish you good luck with the chemotherapy. We are all with you, Brian, and we love you.
Hey, Brian. We're all so sorry to hear that you've been going through such a rough time. We're all rooting for you, and you'll get through this just fine. Hopefully we can bring a little light into this dark period and bring a smile to your face.
Brian, I know we've only spoken online and have known each other for a short while, but I feel like you and the other Honey Badgers are already dear friends to me. When I heard the news, it honestly hit me like a punch in the gut. You've all been so kind to me over the past few months, but you in particular have always been extremely accepting, supportive, and responsive to even what I feared were the silliest of questions. Sometimes it really seems true that bad things always happen to good people, and this time definitely confirms that. But if you're as strong in person as you are online, I know you'll beat this. And remember, this is a direct order from a Grim Reaper, so that makes it so. As always, you have my undying support.
Hey Brian, it's Nick. I heard you had cancer, and I just wanted to say, don't do that, okay? No, seriously, they'll get better. Can't wait to see you again.
Hey Brian, you probably don't know who I am, but I really admire what you do online and in real life. I just want to say I hope you get better, dude.
Hey Brian, just wanted to tell you a lot of people love you, care about you, and wish you the quickest recovery in the history of forever. Take care of yourself. Allow others to take care of you. You got this.
Brian, I am very sorry that you have been diagnosed with testicular cancer. I hope the support you have received so far and continue to receive helps you make a speedy recovery so you are able to continue making the quality content you do with the Honey Badgers.
Hello Brian, it's me, Crad. When I first heard this bad news, I didn't know for a while what to say. If you remember, you were the first person who kind of got me into this YouTube thing, my first big contact, if you will. It was over a year ago after the Cologne incident when I commented under a Honey Badger podcast episode, and you gave me the invite and talked to me and got me invited onto that podcast episode about that incident. And we've had our regular conversations once every few weeks and so forth ever since. And I've always had the impression that you were a very kind and supportive person, someone who is always there to talk to people in a very humbling and friendly and supportive way. I've never ever seen you angry. Never. Even though I've probably seen everyone else I've ever encountered here angry. And I believe that to be very telling about your character and who you are as a person. And as such, the fact that this has happened to you is really, really, it's devastating, because it couldn't have happened to a more nicer person. And it's precisely because you are such a nice and wonderful person that I believe you will pull through, and that you will beat this shit, just as you have beaten other things before. And I wish you all the best on the road there, to that victory that you are going to achieve. And it's not just me, will be standing by your side every single step along the way to that final victory over what has unfortunately befallen you. And you will stand tall, and you will come out of this on top and stronger than ever.
Doge, my old pal, my old man, or pooch, I hope you're doing well. I hope you recover. I hope you get out there and you've absolutely smashed cancer's ass, because we need you. Who's going to do all the technical stuff and the talking at the same time on Honey Badger Radio? Who am I going to have fun with on Twitter and Facebook and all those other social platform thingies without you? I mean, I've met you once. I'd like to meet you again. Good luck, mate. You've gone through a lot of bad things, and this is just one hurdle to get over. And I'll see you later. Good luck, swift recovery, and let's meme together, Doge.